OCB bench wanting a card on that one, and you see the animation coming out of Marcelo Nevilev. Nevilev before coming over to SC to head up the academy. Spent time as an assistant with the New England Revolution. Previous head coaching experience at the professional level was with the Fort Lauderdale Strikers in 2015. Aguilera, Carabali. They'll send it down the pitch, nobody home, but you'll see the foot race. And you see the speed out of Tanaka. Couldn't catch up with it, it is cleared out by Hara. Salas looking to throw it in quickly, looking for Tablante. It will go the other way. And OCB, despite the fact that they were in the final third, unable to take advantage. You see these passing lanes that have opened up for Tormenta. They're working well off the ball right now, and that has been the advantage that they've had so far this evening. Gomez almost getting his pocket picked, but Tormenta showing that they can stay on the ball. Ball sent forward. Micheletto into the box, and that was a sitter that Jamga is going to have a nightmare on. Outstanding centering pass by Marco Micheletto. And Jamga is going to have nightmares this evening. We get to see it again. Foz puts it out wide. Micheletto, and the sitter was there. The open net, it just needed to be directed in the right direction, but it goes wide left, and the game stays tied at 0. O'Callahan down the line and letting it go through. And this is one of the reasons why OCB has struggled to string together passes and mount an attack. OCB has found advantages by going over the top, but they have not been able to keep the ball on the ground and work station to station. Here comes Tormenta once again, knocked away. Jackson loses the handle, and here comes Rivera. Rivera with some running room and friends to the left and right. Goes down, Tablante takes the shot. That goes out of play off of Josh Phelps, and a corner is coming up, and Rivera will plead his case for a set-piece opportunity from just outside the 18. That's not going to happen, but a set-piece opportunity is going to come from the far corner here. And Moises Tablante looks like he's going to take it. Rosales will go over there as well. So an opportunity here on the set piece in the 25th minute. Left foot and right foot. Left foot of Tablante, right foot of Rosales. And it looks like it will be Rosales that will take it. Tablante will be the short option. Mayer is there, and now Tablante will come into the 18. Rosales will serve it up high in the air. And that's headed out. Chased down. And then served in. Ozeri trying to lift it back. Will it stay in play? It will not. Running out of real estate was Tanaka. And Hara will kick it away. A year ago, you would have expected that OCB would have kept the ball short, not really serving it into the box. That was then. This is now a much more aggressive OCB on the corners. Hara keeping it short for Skelton. And now Phelps. OCB giving space for Tormenta to move the ball. Now over the top, looking for Micheletto. And that's too heavy, and it will go the other way, and Nick O'Callahan will do the honors. OCB needs to press a little bit more. They need to close up the passing lanes, make Tormenta work just a little bit more as that goes out of play, and O'Callahan will do it again. They got to put a little bit more pressure on Tormenta and then be able to catch them on the counter. Here's Rivera. And that's an example of what I was talking about, trying to get them on the counter, but then running out of options. Right back on it. There's a mistake by Tanaka. Had an opportunity. And the pass, the errant pass, ended the opportunity. Phelps controlling. He'll have to go back to his keeper, Tablante, keeping him honest. Phelps gets it back in his 4th year with Tormenta. Over to Skelton, a little too heavy, and it gets all the way from Jackson to Gomez. Micheletto can't handle, but it was last touched by a man in purple. And O'Callahan will have a conversation with the AR, and that will earn him a card as he continues to argue. 27th minute, O'Callahan will go in the book. And now O'Callahan will have the conversation with Frederick Roning. We take a look at what O'Callahan was concerned about, thinking that it went last touched by Micheletto. Marcelo Neville feeling the same way, and the reason for the card is partly because of the conversation, but mostly because he was carrying the ball the entire time. And O'Callahan and Micheletto having the conversation, not making dinner plans, and another opportunity here in the middle, and it gets through and is cleared out. Stoppage of play. Jomgo once again with an opportunity to put Tormenta on the board. And Avisa will kick this one away. He's 6'3", 185, the 23-year-old out of Massachusetts. Garibaldi
The yellow card has
for
been issued to
Rosales.
OCB number
He's
72,
taken down by
Nick
Jomgo.
O'Callahan in the 27th minute.
And Jomgo, who had 5 goals a year ago in Tucson, has had 2 great opportunities already this evening. Garibaldi was trying to inch forward, and when I say inch forward, by about 10 yards. Williams keeping it in play. Has to go back to his keeper. Mayer, and that's an own goal. Avisa misplays it here in the 29th minute, and the 29th minute, own goal. And it's 1-0 Tormenta, so despite the great play that Tormenta has had on the buildup, it's the mistake off the back line by the Lions. And you see that little chip back, and Avisa trying to play it off his feet, making the mental mistake, and it's 1-0 visitors. Has become accustomed, especially in Central Florida, since play resumed. Hydration break, and this one brought to you by Body Armor. With potassium-packed electrolytes, Body Armor sports drink will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. So with both teams getting their instructions and their beverages, it gives me an opportunity to tell you at Orlando Health, safety and protection for our patients, loved ones, and employees is a top priority. That's why we're confident that our facilities, from ERs to hospitals to physicians' offices, are the safest environments for giving and receiving care. Schedule your appointment today at orlandohealth.com. And since that was a hydration break and we're talking about the beverages, giving me an opportunity to tell you that soccer is enjoyed all over the world, just like Heineken enjoyed in 192 countries. So it doesn't matter what team you cheer for, what we want you to cheer for the Lions, because all around the world, soccer fans have one thing in common: the beer they drink. Heineken, the official sponsor of MLS. Enjoy responsibly. So after the hydration and the beverages and the instructions, we're in the 31st minute, and we're going to start it up with Tablante getting the first touch. And OCB is going to have to rattle out the cobwebs that just took place on that own goal. And Daniel Jackson getting away with a little bit of an elbow on Engie. And then a mistake there, and a heavy touch by Luca Mayer. If it was a little bit softer, he would have been one-on-one with Avisa with an opportunity to go up 2-0, but the heavy touch, and Avisa was able to clear it out. Ball goes out of play, and it will be a throw for the visitors right in front of their own bench. Sending it back. And then cleared out from the defense. Headed forward and misplayed and out of play. Tablante, who came into this game with 3 assists on the season, looking to control the ball, and now it's going to be Daniel Jackson who's going to throw it in. That's knocked away and back in the direction that OCB wants it to go. Rivera, and that was headed away. Rosales gets it back. Ozeri gets his pocket picked. Here's Mayer chipping forward. Botello Faz dancing out of trouble. Here's Mayer battling with Ozeri, and Ozeri earns it back. Tablante sending it forward for Rivera, and the 16-year-old plays it out. Last touched by Jackson, and so it will be a throw-in for the Lions. Rivera won't take it. And coming up will be O'Callahan. Rivera having some space, goes to Tablante, and then back to O'Callahan. Stays in play, and Tormenta will pick it up. O'Callahan whistled on the infraction, and he needs to be careful sitting on that yellow card. And Jackson will hold off. Leaving it for Skelton. Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds. Fairwinds is your partner on the journey to financial freedom to help you save more, eliminate debt, build wealth, and live generously. Visit fairwinds.org to start your journey today and get the freedom to go further. Insured by NCUA. Opportunity here is knocked away. Ozeri getting it from O'Callahan. And coming up, Ozeri to try to gain control of it. Knocked in the direction of Avisa. And that will go out of play, and Avisa will kick this one away in the 34th minute. It's 1-0. And the own goal will be attributed to Thomas Williams, the 16-year-old out of Titusville, Titusville, Florida. And that goes out of play. Quick throw, I'm not even sure what you call that. Slipping out of the hands of Devin Jomka. You won't see that very often, folks. Ball is a little slick, and you see Rosales trying to dry it off with his hands just a little bit. And you can credit that as a turnover. Throwing it in. Engie was the intended target. Heavy touch by Ozeri, and Williams will have to send it in the direction of Tablante. Rivera dancing out of trouble, sending it forward. Here is the assist leader, and the flag goes up before Tablante can do anything with it. We're getting a little bit of, well, you can say a controversy, not too much of a controversy, but we're not sure exactly who will officially get credited for the own goal, if it will be Thomas Williams on the pass back to Austin Avisa, or if it will be Austin Avisa on the misplay. So if we get that official word during this game, we will get that to you, but regardless, it's 1-0 Tormenta. Hara, right foot, strong down the pitch. Jomga from Mayer. Mayer sending it forward, and then it's picked up. And OCB trying to string together some passes, but they're not able to get out of their own half. Here's O'Callahan just on the other side of the strip. Gets it forward, and Jackson will knock it out of play before he can get to Moises Tablante. And O'Callahan will come back up, throw backwards. Williams, Carabali. And he'll go over the top. Tablante on the wing, off the chest. And that will stop play in the 37th minute. OCB in this game, they need to string together some passes. They need to control the ball, and the control needs to be on Tormenta's side of the pitch. For Tormenta, they've been stringing together the passes. They've been creating their opportunities. They just haven't been finishing. And we talked about that a little bit earlier, as Jamga has had the opportunities inside the box and really inside the 6. He just hasn't been able to contribute to the goal total. This will go back to Hara. He clears it out before any kind of opportunity for the Lions. 50-50 there. Rosales headed it away, then gets it back. He'll send it forward. On the ball right now, Obinwa, and he sends it forward. Here's Jamga on the wing. And another opportunity inside the box is knocked away. And that's the ball movement that I was talking about earlier. And it's been solid ball movement for Tormenta throughout the evening. OCB playing on their heels, trying to find a way to get forward. It's been difficult for them to do that. One, because of errant passes, and two, because Tormenta has played forward. They have been the aggressors in this one, and you see this over the top. That's been the only way that OCB has really been able to bring the ball forward. Ng, the 17-year-old out of Baltimore, earns OCB another corner. Tablante going over to take this one. And we'll keep an eye out for Rosales as well as another option. He took the last one. Tablante will walk off, so it will be Jonathan Rosales, the Kissimmee native. In-swinger opportunity. Tablante will pick it up short. Rosales was too heavy on it, and then this one will get served back in. 50-50 knocked away by Muller. And here is Tanaka, sent out of play. And here is going to be OCB. Quick throw, but a little too quick. We'll wait to do it again. Rosales now. Goes to Tanaka. Tanaka feeling the pressure and giving it up. Here's Gomez sending it forward. Right on point. Jamga. Carabali on him, going back. Mayer. Muller. Obinwa, and the turnover, and a rare turnover by Tormenta. Here's Rivera ahead for Ng, and that was too heavy. Pass intended from Moises Tablante, but too much pace on it, and despite the speed that the 19-year-old out of Venezuela has, that opportunity is over for the boys in purple. 40th minute of action, 1-0, an own goal at the 29th. It's the only scoring of the evening. Last couple of minutes, OCB has been playing forward a little bit more, putting a little bit more pressure on, and you see that pressure by Aguilera. Long distance pass, doesn't make the mark, and here's Nick O'Callahan over the top. Skelton is there to clear it out. Throw in coming up, deep in Tormenta's zone. Tablante with the quick throw. O'Callahan on the line, Micheletti. O'Callahan will go back. Aguilera. Rosales, he'll cut inside, then cut back out. A give and go with Tanaka, not enough pace on it. Rivera trying to turn on it. He put it out of play, but you see the creativity out of Wilfredo Rivera, the 16-year-old out of San Juan. Triple team, still able to get a shot off with that left foot. He just goes wide left. We get to take another look. Ball goes inside. Rivera gathering it up. Those three players around him. He finds some space, but he just didn't have the angle to curl it in. And we stay 1-0 Tormenta. Hara High in the air. Sent in the direction that he came from. Here's Engie controlling it. Tablante now on the wing. Jackson on him. Tablante nutmegs, trying to get it to Engie. And it's coming the other way. And once again, OCB, because they're pressuring, because they're playing a higher line, able to earn the ball back. They'll have to go all the way back to Avisa to gather it back up. Williams doesn't like what he sees. He goes back to his keeper here in the 42nd minute. Williams going forward. Nobody home for Orlando City. Hara will be highlighted during our halftime festivities. We'll get it out to Skelton. Forward to Gomez and back. Then into the middle for Phelps. Muller. Aguilera feeling pressure from Luca Mayer. Played his college ball at USC. He had 15 goals and 15 assists in college. Micheletto, team of the week in USL League One in week 2. Jackson goes back. Ball work its way all the way back to Hara. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Orlando International is your Florida airport of choice. Over 35 airlines provide nonstop service to over 150 worldwide destinations. For more information, visit orlandoairports.net. Phelps, long distance, nobody in a white kit, and it's controlled by Tanaka, cutting back nicely. Carabali for Williams. And now Williams will survey his options. Out for O'Callahan. Ozeri. And he'll go back to Avisa. Sent forward off the right foot of Avisa, 50-50 by Phelps. Sent in the direction he wants to go, but picked up by OCB, the boys in purple. Looking for an equalizer before we go to the dressing room. Garibaldi, now Williams. Williams carrying it forward past the stripe. Long distance pass, misses the mark, knocked away by Obinwa. And here's Gomez. He'll send it forward over the top. Micheletto. He'll have to retreat into the middle for Mayer. Now forward. Jamga keeping it in play. Mueller, and great centering pass, but it just doesn't work out for Micheletto. Long distance shot by Mayer goes knocked away. And we're going the other way. The replay, and you see Micheletto chasing in on it, and it just got away from him. Skelton, and we're in the 45th minute. Set forward and too heavy. O'Callahan will control it. We've got 2 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. And Body Armor, we thank you very much for giving us these 2 minutes. We'll see exactly what the Lions decide to do with it. They go over the top. It's knocked away by Phelps. Obinwa has to go all the way back to his keeper. Rivera will keep him honest. Now Skelton. Here's Jackson. Got it from Gomez. Micheletto having to pull up the brakes, feeling a lot of pressure, tied up with Moises Tablante.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added
into the
time.
box. Botello Faz can't control it, cleared out. And Gomez will let it go out of play. 1 minute of added time done. We'll see if Gomez decides that he'll actually take this throw. He does. And Jackson misplays it right in front of the Orlando City bench. Quick throw by O'Callahan. And Tablante trying to turn on Jackson. Jackson picks his pocket. Benoit flicking it forward. Mayer. And that will go out of play. It will stay with Tormenta. Micheletto for Jackson. Now Gomez. That gets past Luca. Rosales, and Mayer is trying to play on him, and that's going to draw the whistle. Second touch is what it took. Rosales will go back to his keeper. Avisa. Aguilera. Now Williams. Last push opportunity won't happen as we get the whistle. 45+2, and it was an own goal in the 29th minute. That's all the scoring we have for you in the first half. If you're wondering, after that 7-minute start that we had with both teams paying tribute to Jacob Blake, we are not going to play additional time. So we go to the break. Tormenta up 1-0 here on EA.